Disease X is finally here. Alright guys, so the disease that I was talking about the other day in the last video when I talked about a disease that claimed 179 lives, infected 300 people, it is now being labeled Disease X. Now, this is what I have to say about it. Disease X, guys, is a term that they use for unknown diseases. So if they can't identify it, or it doesn't have a name, or it's a novel virus, if you will, they're going to call it Disease X. So it's not like how the media was talking about it, or even I talked about it a few months back, where it was this disease that was going to wipe out humanity. It's just an unknown. That's all it is. So I'm starting to see it trend, not on YouTube, at least I haven't seen it trend on YouTube, but in the media, and they're making it sound like that's the disease that's going to wipe out humanity. And when I looked at it again, I'm like, it makes sense. They haven't identified it yet. They don't know what it is, so they're going to call it Disease X for now. Now, could there be like several Disease X's coming out? And yeah, then there'll probably be like Disease X 1, 2, whatever it is. Nonetheless, this is not the disease that's going to wipe out humanity. This right now has claimed it's up to 406 people infected. The number of deaths backed all the way down to 31. Now, initially when I reported it, it was 179 deaths. It's back down to 31 because according to the Congo's health officials, they having a hard time linking a lot of the deaths to this disease. So right now they confirmed 31, not 179. Now, could it be 180? Could it be 200? It could be. But because they're having a hard time linking these deaths to the disease, it is not so as of right now. So it's currently standing at 31. I thought I read somewhere else 40 something, but nonetheless, the number backed all the way down from 179 to 31, and that's where it's going to stay until they can confirm those illnesses, or rather those deaths, to that illness. Point of the video, guys, is don't panic. This is just an unknown. Is there a disease out there that's probably going to wipe out humanity? I'm pretty sure there is. If things get out of control with this disease and this thing mutates as they want all diseases to do now, they want every disease known to mankind to mutate, because that's all they warn us about. If it doesn't take hold of humanity like they thought it was, they always start throwing the nerve-wracking theory that these diseases will mutate to a point where it will wipe out humanity. Right now, the bird flu is the one that they keep talking about, how we are one protein or molecule away from it mutating to latching to human cells and then killing us. I'm like, that's where, like, just like that. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then they're talking about also messing around with it to see whether or not they can figure out what cell receptor it needs to attach itself to humans to then start infecting us in such a way where it kills us off. So, I mean, again, the scare tactics that's out there right now is out of control because they're just doing that. They're getting everyone nervous. They did it with COVID, and they did a damn well good job with that one when they were like, people were getting sick, and they thought that was it. That was world ending, and it wasn't. And then what did they talk about? They talked about COVID being mutated, a mutation within, Mr. 19, that would wind up killing more people off. That was their go-to. Now they're doing the same thing with bird flu, but with Disease X that's currently running through the Democratic Republic of Congo, that disease right now is doing what it's doing, and it's killing off some people. Again, the number stands at 31. The youngest infected patient was 5 years old, and I don't know what the oldest was, not that it matters. Nonetheless, guys, this is nothing to be nervous about. Now, some of you guys were asking the question in the comment section of my last video, was Bill Gates in the area? Interestingly enough, I had to dive into that, and I typed in, simple, when was Bill Gates in Africa recently? Bill Gates, over the last 5 years, has been there repeatedly and multiple times, but over the last 30 years, he's been helping Africa out with food programs and things of that nature. Now, coincidentally, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, he has a mining company that he's backing, it's not his, but he is funding this mining company, and they're in that area where they've been mining. They've been mining cobalt and they found copper. I think they found copper by mistake, something like that. So he's been in that area. He's also in the same area, rather in the same country. He's also running a arm ticket program for polio and I think the flu. No, pneumonia. Excuse me. Pneumonia is what they've been running there. So now, Bill Gates is in the Democratic Republic of Congo as late as September of this year, but last year he was all over the Democratic Republic of Congo. This year he's talking to the president of Congo about a connectivity plan with satellites or something that matter because they want to get better communications with the mining companies. But while they do that, they're going to give that whole satellite connectivity program to the entire country of Congo. Again, Bill Gates is there doing some Bill Gates shit, and now Bill Gates things are starting to happen. It is not a coincidence when this man ends up in a country and people start getting sick and or people start reacting not in a good way to the arm tickets that he's creating, or he's helping create, rather, excuse me. He's also in a couple of other countries as well, not just Congo. I know Tanzania was another one that neighbors Congo, and I think Zambia is another one that he was mentioned being associated with. Nonetheless, guys, Bill Gates shows up, Bill Gates shit happens, people start dying because Bill Gates is giving an arm ticket that's supposed to help people out. Other than that, guys, as far as this disease goes, it's just a generic name for an unknown virus as of right now. When they identify it, they will give it a name, and then we'll know more about it. But right now, the death rate dropped to 31, but the illnesses, the people infected, went up to 406 from 376 or something like that. So it didn't go up too much, but it went up enough that it's still getting them nervous. And World Health Organization, just dispatched a team to go out to the Democratic Republic of Congo to investigate this disease X. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.